It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the Monarchs. Burner at wide receiver. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Monarchs and the Dolphins on Sunday night.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap between the London Monarchs taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gauton, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
A good start. 1 play, 10 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 35. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And that's the way you get an opening drive going. Pick up the first down, convert on 3rd down, and how about doing it old school style, doing it with a running play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And Now Tua on the bootleg here. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down, and even 40 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A first down carry for Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They work now on 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 60 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And this is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Back to the ground, Achane. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you've got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They called the corner blitz, and Roger McCreary, he got in there and earned the sack. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give this to Achane. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Now Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up 4th down. 4th and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
A 34-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's coming off his 2nd interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. He threw 2 there as well. So things trending poorly right now as he starts again. Derrick Henry all alone. Still going inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That one was thrown into the end zone, and when they made a play on the ball, it was actually tipped up in the air. And that's not ideal for anyone on defense, because what you're ordinarily taught is to knock the ball down towards the ground, almost like a volleyball player coming over the top and spiking it to make sure that the offensive guys can't catch it on the rebound.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs have got it back to within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the post.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd down, Gaskin. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss right side. Achane with it. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 8 yards out. And the Dolphins had 6 to their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him, because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult, because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. London about set to take over on offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run it again with Henry. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2nd and 11. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua to throw again. Throw out wide is incomplete. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. London about set to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll swing this out wide to Gaskin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On second down, Tua. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 13.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
One more go for this offense in the first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down. They'll drop to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Achane.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
A handoff running left. Henry fights loose. And he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Chigakonkwo.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Monarchs are back within a score.
Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. 5 plays there on that drive.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's Barrios complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Running left, Achane. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Tagovailoa to throw, and that will be incomplete as well. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance, but that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's Tua. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Achane will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll run it. Achane with it. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
A CD after this game. There will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January. More of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, back to H.M.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Tua. Dancing to his left.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, Tua. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Tua going to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
The kick by Sanders is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that will bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. And the busy night for Henry continues. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back, and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They come up now on 2nd and 2. He's back to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here we go, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing it.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Tua and the Dolphins down 24-23, 33 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Connecting with Hill. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. Now Tua, as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here comes second down at 5. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for London, they move back over 500 at 7-6, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.